Okay, good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Let's talk about a new topic today. We're gonna focus on why do political parties exist. But before we get into that, let's focus on the learning target. Okay, so the learning target is I can describe using primary and secondary sources the historical development, organization, and roles of political parties. Okay, so today we're going to explore how political parties developed in the United States from the first disagreements between our founding fathers to the two majority parties that dominate our politics today. Okay, so before we start today's lesson, think about the last election we had. You probably heard people say things like, I'm a Democrat or I'm a Republican. But have you ever stopped to ask why political parties exist at all? At one time, America didn't even have them. George Washington actually warned that political parties could divide the country. Yet today, political parties are everywhere, shaping what laws get passed, who runs for office, and how people see the world. Okay? So as you watch this video, jot down any words or images that stand out. What do you notice about what political parties do or how they started? The lights for me, please.
Political parties are an important force in American politics. They help people decide how they want the government to be run. But what is a political party exactly? It's an organized group of people with common interests that join together to support policies or ideas on things they believe in, from taxes to civil rights. Their aim is to get their candidates elected to public office to carry out these policies in state, local, or national government. There are two major political parties in the United States, the Democrats and the Republicans. Democrats generally support what many consider to be a liberal position, meaning they believe that the federal government is responsible for the welfare of every citizen. Democrats often believe in more government regulations, additional oversight on industry, and higher taxes on businesses and the wealthy. Republicans generally support a conservative position, meaning they believe that the federal government should not play a big role in people's lives, and less government involvement ensures more social and economic equality. Republicans often favor fewer regulations on businesses, lower taxes for everyone, and reduce spending by the government. Sometimes elected officials serve without being a member of any political party. They're called independents, like Senator Bernie Sanders of Vermont. There are also third parties. This is any political party that isn't one of the two major parties, like the Green Party that wants to create policy based on environmentalism, and the Libertarian Party that favors little or no government interference on a social or economic level. Although no third-party candidate has ever been elected to federal office, they can still influence elections by raising issues to a national level and can persuade the Democrats and Republicans to add certain ideas to their own platforms. Some believe that third-party candidates act as a spoiler for close races, pulling votes away from the major party candidates and potentially impacting the outcome of the election. The Republicans and Democrats both have national...
Okay, so I'll give you a few moments to just jot down what you saw, any symbols, out of here. Okay. So now use what you saw to answer these two warm-up questions in your notes, okay? The first question is, what do you think is the main purpose of a political party? In your own words, what do you guys think, okay? And then two, why might people join or support one party over another? I'll give you a few moments to answer those questions.
categories,
Okay.
and then it makes it easier for people to like pick or like get their point across.
Okay.
And
Good job, good job. So the second question, why might people join or support one party over another? Okay. Because there's different types of parties, right? So why would someone support a specific party rather than another? What do you think?
I said people might join and support a party over the other because of their political views. So
Okay.
like some people might not agree with the other said side and
Okay.
will support the one that they want.
Okay.
Or it could be that the benefits that they get.
Mm-hmm.
And then I also said it could be like, well, because they see that people around them are supporting a specific political party, so
Okay.
it can be like an influence on them.
Okay, that's good, that's good. We're actually gonna talk about how political parties influence, people, so that's actually really good, good thinking. Okay, so, I'm gonna give you guys a few minutes to talk to your peers, okay? Compare your answers, okay? Do you both have the same idea about what parties exist? And what's different? Okay? Just listen to, just make sure you guys listen for similarities.
And influence for experience, like maybe things were like the same as you, and then they decided, I like how
So, from my point of view, so as an answer for the second question, I said that people might want to support one party over another because they want to have their opinions voiced or based on both candidates they wanted. And they, what candidate they want to see both offers
yes, okay.
based on their campaign and what they saying in their campaign.
Pick something that aligns with
Mhm.
your values.
You guys got
Yeah.
some of the same, okay?
Right, I think this is good for the government, so like, you guys should follow me, and like, in a way,
Feel
it's
like
a
they
good thing,
exist
but then
mostly
in a
to
way, it's
generalize
not, because like,
so for
you're
example,
like,
like
just following this person just because
this
you
one
want
you
to
believe
at
this
first,
party
like,
aligns
when
most with
they
your
get more
values.
business, just like,
I think
down.
Yeah, in a way I think it works like that.
So like, which one? So like, bring people together based on, they might have slightly different interests there. So they wanna have like a big commission to bring them together.
Okay, guys, let's come back together, let's come back together.
Kind of like.
So I'm hearing a lot of good, differences, similarities. Does anyone want to share, if you find any similarities with one another, based off your peers next to you? Yes, go ahead.
So basically, like, we all kind of had the same answers, like, people go to, like, who has, like, the most interest in, like, or you do this and that, I like that, or
Mhm.
you don't do that, and I don't wanna, like, mess with that, you know?
Yeah.
We all kind of had that same idea.
Okay, cool. Anyone else? Yes.
Adding on to what she said, a lot of us also agreed that like you wanna pick a political party that aligns with your views. and
Okay.
What would A, benefit you, and B, like from a moral standpoint, what you believe in.
Okay. Good job, good job. What about you guys here in the back?
We kind of all agreed, you wanna talk? No, you go ahead. Well, we all kind of agreed
Mhm.
on basically like the purpose of the political party and like how like they're both like organizations that kind of just want people to follow them.
Okay.
But then we also like said that in a way it's a good thing, but then in a way it's just like we're just following this person that at first they're giving us, okay, this is the benefits, this is what we'll do, and then what if when they get in office, it's kind of like they don't like apply that.
So they don't follow through. Okay. Well, a lot of you guys have good ideas. All right. So you just described what political parties do today, but they actually started from disagreements all the way back to George Washington's time. So today we're going to trace how they developed, why they became so powerful, and who supports them. Okay, which connects to the learning target. I can describe using primary and secondary sources the historical development, organization, role of political parties.